Animation with Krycklund.
Hey everybody, welcome to Animation with Krycklund. It's very high energy mode. Today I got my boy. I got Adam Buscemi, long lost son of Steve Carell.
That's right.
So today, first thing I want to talk about is that I realized only a few days ago that you could name a microphone. You could go into the settings, go into audio settings. You can literally name your microphones, so they show up that way everywhere.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and what I did with this knowledge was I immediately abused it, like the fucking. I was like Icarus. I fell from the heavens because I was a fucking idiot, and I named my microphone. What was it? It was so retarded. It was, what was it? Epic microphone. Like it was supposed to be a cross between microphone and Minecraft. I should literally Minecraft be joke. Killed. I mean, speaking of Minecraft jokes.
Okay, Adam. we're gonna share some Minecraft jokes,
and these come from Reddit, so they're good. They're good.
And then we're gonna execute you by firing squad for the joke you just made. But
yes, good.
Okay, so I'm gonna sprinkle these through the episode. If I feel the mood starting to drop, I will cut through the tension with a well-timed Minecraft joke.
If we're like talking about like fucking concentration camps and shit, you'll be like, okay, Minecraft joke time.
That's what you do when the Holocaust comes up. Just go, hey, here's a Minecraft joke for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me. I had one I liked. I had a really good one, a real humdinger. I had it here a minute ago.
I don't think you had a humdinger, Adam.
This is literally just the way it's written. Did you hear about the player who blew himself up with TNT? You can guess what happened. He's dead now.
That's fucking dark, Minecraft. That's fucked up.
That's pretty fucking twisted. This book is for children.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the player who walked in on 2 creepers? He was destroyed. All the punchlines are just people dying.
That's fucked up. This, honestly, it feels like 1800s jokes. It's like, did you hear the man who beat his wife to death? She fucking deserved it.
It's like, I've been watching F is for Family, and there's like a singer, this like old jazz singer who's like, he pops up once in a while, and he's meant to be like a Bing Crosby type.
Wait,
but all of his songs...
Big Mouth?
What?
Wasn't there a thing in Big Mouth where like a jazz singer fucking haunted their house?
Oh no, I'm talking about in F is for Family. He's just this guy. He's like a fictional celebrity. Oh. He pops up on TV.
Yeah, I do think I remember him.
But he's meant to be like Bing Crosby. But whenever he pops up, you always hear like a little clip of what he's singing, and it's usually like, "If dinner's cold, I'll smack you. Yeah. I earn more than you. La da da." And everyone, then it cuts to the audience, and all like these men are going, "Yeah!" and their wives are just sitting there looking fucking miserable.
Yeah.
It's actually a good show. I like the most recent season. I actually quite like it more than I thought I would.
I remember, this is my experience with F is for Family. I saw the trailer, Dylan saw the trailer, and we all saw the trailer. And Dylan said, "This looks funny, I like Bill Burr." I said, "Bill fucking who?" And I was like, "This does not look funny." And they were like, "No, it's gonna be good." Then I watched it in, was it June of 2017, when I was deathly ill. I was very sick. And so I watched the entire first season, and I was not impressed. But there were moments that I liked. I liked the I liked that they actually the hell am I doing? I like the weird like Led Zeppelin parody they had in there. The fucking because it felt like Bill Burr had actually like done research into the 70s when he was making the show. It feels very time accurate.
Well, I don't think it's research. It's he would have grown up in the 70s, and I think the main character is meant to be based on his own dad. Like I watched his stand-up. The way he describes his dad is basically just the main character of that show. And in fact, there's certain jokes and lines that, word for word, it's like, yeah, this is a story he told in his stand-up about something his dad said or whatever. So I think it's meant to be just like, wait, isn't one of the kids in the show called Bill?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I remember I looked up the cast because I was like, I looked at it and I went, okay, this was my fear, okay? I looked at it and I was like, I like Bill Burr, I like his stand-up, and I think he's a good actor, and he's really funny, and I like him a lot. But this, to me, has the potential to be like someone who doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to animated shows. It's not the same as doing a stand-up special. It's a whole other beast. There's a lot more to consider.
Yeah.
And he's going to get into it not knowing what he's doing, and we're going to end up with just another Family Guy style adult show with all the same voice actors, the same kind of jokes, same kind of characters, and that was my fear going in. But surprisingly, like there's a lot of jokes that make me laugh. There's a lot of characters I find very endearing, and I expected the cast to just kind of be him, and then the usual people, Tara Strong and Tom Kenny and all those kind of people, who I like them, but it's the same people every time, really. But then I looked at the cast. Let's see. So Laura Dern, from Jurassic Park, is the wife. The teenage son is Justin Long. And then we do have a kind of traditional voice actor because the youngest daughter is played by Debbie Derryberry,
my
Jimmy Neutron.
Isn't working.
What?
Fellas, my Cintiq isn't working. What is going on? This is magic. I'm filming it with my cam.
Oh shit.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna what the hell? Hold on, here we go. I'm gonna do a services.msc. I'm gonna do a sick hold on. Fucking hell. The show has different actors. It's character actors. It's not just free people doing all the things. Like,
but the one that really surprised me is Bill. The youngest kid, Bill, is played by, of all people, and it's a really good performance, and I'm really happy about this. They got Haley Reinhart, who is a singer I love. She's incredible, and I didn't even know she did voice acting, but yeah, so she plays Bill, and you may know her from. Have you ever seen Postmodern Jukebox?
No, I have not.
Okay, so there's this channel on YouTube called Postmodern Jukebox, and what they do is they take modern, like they can be, like, it could be shit like Despacito one week, and then sometimes it'll just be like a David Bowie 80s song. So, modern kind of ish.
Yeah.
It's modern songs, but the modern is kind of broad. But they do them in kind of old school, like jazz styles.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, but Haley Reinhart's kind of a regular for them. So she's got that very Jessica Rabbit kind of suave, kind of smoky bar, kind of jazz voice. She's incredible.
Yeah.
She's one of these people. I just love like her voice is great, but like I just like watching her perform. She's got like this charisma, and her facial expressions and her movements and stuff she's fucking great. I love watching her. But yeah, I was looking at the cast. Like, she is the last person I expected, but like, yeah, shit, she's good. She's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good show. I also gotta say, I know everyone says this, but the intro is great.
Yeah, I mean, I like the intro. That actually, when Redbone was the big meme and everyone was talking about that, I was like, bitch, do you mean the fucking band that made Come and Get Your Love? What the fuck?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it has some neat elements to it, but it's a bad show. It's not. I honestly, like, I feel like I'm really not in line with the rest of the animation community, because like I even heard like I know I'm like in the minority on disliking something when you hear like people like fucking Niall coming out, like Niall, Chris, and all of those people like coming out and being like, this show is fucking great, because they're very critical of like most shows. Like they talk about that how like they're like BoJack Horseman, people say you gotta get a few episodes in and a couple but they completely embraced F is for Family, and I'm like I don't know.
Did they?
Yeah, no, they talked about it. How they
the only
like.
time I remember hearing it mentioned was someone mentioned it to Chris, and I think he said, I know he said he liked the intro, and I think he just said the show itself was fine, but like not great.
Maybe
But
it was just Niall then. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
when was it brought up? Like, was it on
It was on the Sleepycast, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do know that that's one thing that like me and Chris and the gang will disagree over is I know Chris really hates BoJack Horseman, but I
Yeah.
I feel safe saying it's like one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
Like animated or otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just something about it is just I think it's great.
Yeah. I mean, it is a fantastic little goddammit. It is a fantastic little story arc.
Yeah.
That they've built here.
How is your Cintiq doing?
It's doing well. I can draw real fucking good on my hold on. I lost my pen purse, so I have to restart the fucking. This is literally the worst day of my life. Let me let me open. Okay, so yeah, BoJack Horseman is a very nice, a very fully formed show. And it's ending soon. In about a month,
yeah,
I think.
That's right.
Yeah, and let's see. What are some other shows? Steven Universe is a good show.
You know what? Look, I've been watching one of my favorite channels is I forget how you pronounce it. I think it's Schaeferillas. He's the guy who like does. He did a video about how Shrek 2 is a perfect sequel.
Okay, I would agree. Well, it's also just a perfect movie, but that's beside.
No, it's great, but he did a great video. It's a real love letter to that movie, and he really articulates why it's great. But you know what hooks me on his channel? He did a video. I think the first video I saw from him, it was either the Shrek 2 one or a video about how Disney is always doing twist villains. They don't really do the old school villains anymore, with the exception of like the villain in Tangled, I guess. I think that's the most recent kind of traditional villain they've done, who's just like, yes, I'm so evil, haha, look at me.
Yeah.
A lot of their recent villains are like kind of the old Pixar route where it's like, oh, they're nice at first, but it turns out they're up to no good. And he made a joke where he was like, yeah, Pixar is always doing these villains where it's like, yeah, oh, they're nice when the movie starts, but then it turns out he's a monster the whole time. Examples include Mr. Waternoose from Monsters, Inc., Lotso from Toy Story 3, the old man from Up, John Lasseter. But that hooked me on his channel, and I watched a lot of his stuff. But he recently said, I forget what it was. I think he said like, I think he was talking about Steven Universe actually, because he used to like do videos about it, and then he did a quick video on the movie, like a review of the movie, and he more or less just kind of said like, yeah, it's fine. But at the end of it, he just kind of said, look, guys, I've just accepted. I just don't want to watch cartoons for kids anymore. I'm gonna like move on to that. Like
What about
I don't want to get all overly critical of shows like Steven Universe or, you know, children's shows that are meant for children, but adults are embracing them anyway. That's just not what I'm into anymore. And I think I'm in the same boat where it's like, nothing's going to really wow me until something comes along like Gravity Falls or whatever and wows me. I'm just not really interested. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've sort of, that whole thing has sort of fell by the wayside for me, because I remember there was a time where any show like that, I would like, you know, I felt like I had to check it out. I was like, I need to give my opinion on this. I need to check it out, like, you know, any new fucking show like that. And now, I've seen too many bad ones to a point where I'm like, fuck all of this. But I will say, me and Dradex, me and Hayden Bray, we watched Infinity Train together, a little mini-series, and it was fucking good. I mean, it wasn't incredible, but it was pretty damn good.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll give that a look, then.
Yeah, the Steven Universe movie has some fucking great songs in it, and those sequences are good, but literally everything else is shit.
I haven't watched it, and I mean, I haven't seen anything in the show past maybe like late season 1, early season 2, so I wouldn't even get what's going on anyway.
Yeah, the I'm gonna say this. This could be a controversial statement.
Uh-oh.
I think Other Friends needs to win some sort of award. It is fucking incredible. It is a really fucking good song. I'm obsessed with that song. I find myself in my daily life. I just like when I'm home alone. I just fucking sing that song around him because it's good. Fuck it. Top 10 Steven. Just.
I haven't heard it, but I believe
Really,
you.
man? Wow.
I just have no interest in Steven Universe.
That makes sense. It's not good.
I've nothing against people who are into it. It's just like I said, I've just accepted that it's just not my thing, and it's just not the kind of show I watch.
It is shit.
No, I just mean it's a show aimed. Some people can look at a show that's aimed at kids and say, well, I'll get something out of this. For me, something about me, I'm just done. I'm just finished kind of doing that.
I don't want to say that because like I have this philosophy that all media to me is on the same fucking like it's on the same plane. Like there's no high art, there's no low art. It's just all of it is on the same playing ground to me. So I don't want to make a declarative statement like that. But the new Cartoon Network shows are fucking horrible.
I guess I don't really stand by it. Then I guess I'm not trying to say shows made for kids are bad, or just as a general rule, I do not like shows for children. It's kind of the same thing you said, where it's like I'm kind of just tired of the new thing coming along and people saying, no, I know it's a kids show, but it's surprisingly really good, and then I look at it and it's like, yeah, this is fine. I haven't had anything since Gravity Falls that's really wowed me, and I'm sure it'll happen, and I want it to happen, but shows like Steven Universe and stuff just don't do it for me, and I wish they did. I'm not trying to be a contrarian. I want to find a show I could really get into because I miss being able to do that. Like I'm watching F is for Family, but I'm not even really into F is for Family. I like it, and it's cute. There's some funny lines and the characters are cool, but like, you know, I'm not fucking drooling waiting for the next season. I don't know. I really want something to really wow me. I'm kind of tired of things being just kind of fine, just kind of watchable.
I have a good deal of that, but that's because I'm an anime dude, so I have a ton of shit that I'm following. I'm like, this is fucking good.
You know what? I'm not caught up on it, but I watched a bit of. I have friends who are really into anime, and they got me to watch a bit of this show called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, and it's pretty funny. I actually like it a lot. Okay. I think I'm like, I forget what the last episode I watched was, but it's pretty funny. I don't know. I think this is sacrilegious to say in general, but the dub is actually better.
Yeah, I mean that's the case in some things. Like, I mean, weirdly enough, like I don't know, I think the only one where everyone's in agreement that the dub is probably better is Cowboy Bebop. That's the one where everyone's like, yeah, it's fucking better.
That's been on my to-do list for a long time. Cowboy Bebop.
It's pretty dang good. I still haven't finished it, even though I own it. Oh. See, that's always my strategy to get me to watch a show. Like I tried to watch Twin Peaks so many times. Like I watched the first episode, then I got bored. I tried it like 3 times, and then I was like, I'm gonna buy the fucking entire box set of the show for like $50, just so I am forced to watch it, and it worked. It worked. I watched the entire thing.
I gotta watch Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you must, or I will fuck you.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Twin Peaks is like the kind of thing I'm kind of done with cartoons now. It's like I want to move on. I want to move on to stuff like Twin Peaks or like.
Adam, I got bad news for you. Twin Peaks is a cartoon. It's done with Calor style. It's Calor as hell, dude.
I remember when recently, whatchamacallit, Ash from Pokemon, he won the league or whatever it was.
Yeah. And
someone just went, I wish it was OG Ash instead of Carl Arts Ash.
Yeah. Oh, Yeah, the fucking Japanese animators went to CalArts. They all went to CalArts. Oh.
Is it just like is CalArts just a blanket term for like the general style of like cartoons nowadays?
I think here's the thing. I think a lot of people get stuck on technicalities and like, yeah, I mean, it is a good point to point out this isn't the in quotes CalArts style, but the word, it's taken on a new meaning. The meaning is overly simplified shit cartoons that it's made by people who were trained in a very clinical setting. That's basically it. That's
okay.
It's shit like fucking Craig of the Creek, which I watched, and let me tell you, I watched not the Twin Towers get hit with the 2-plane. Craig of the Creek is way worse, quite frankly. I fucking hate that show. That show is literally the worst thing I've ever. Okay, it clearly isn't. We'll get to that.
I haven't watched Craig of the Creek, and I'm sure it's like fine, but I just
Creek.
I always look at it and kind of go, it's literally Steven Universe, the art style. It's literally the same thing.
It's basically like, okay, here's how I'll describe it. It's like if Ed and Eddie was made by people who didn't know, like, okay, so it's like if Ed and Eddie was made by an AI trying to replicate human charm with the Steven Universe style. I hate the show so much because it's like it's in a category of shows that's just like where it's trying to artificially create fucking like charm factor where it's like, wow, look at these quaint little characters in a funny village. It's like, fucking, I don't care.
It's again, I haven't watched the show. I'm sure it's fine. But do you remember when like, yeah, what you're talking about kind of reminds me of. Do you remember when like Diggity Demon did a video on Girls, like the reboot, and he was saying, this feels like they just went sat at a computer and just pressed a big make cartoon button.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of sounds like what you're describing. But
I wouldn't say it's on that level because the art style does have some, like, somebody clearly cared about it at some point.
I've seen people on Twitter praising the dialogue, and yeah, I mean, again, I'm sure it's really good. I haven't seen it, and I'm not terribly interested.
See, me and my boy Kumbo, we usually, when we hear of something like that, we usually do watch it, and it was the most miserable fucking, like, 20 something minutes to watch the first 2 episodes of that. It was the bad.
Anyway, I told myself I wasn't gonna go around whining about cartoons anymore, so I'm gonna go back to telling Minecraft jokes. Did you hear?
The only reason I'm being so excessively mean towards that show is because I know there are people who are fans of me who genuinely like it. That's the only reason.
You know what you are right now? You're just like looking at a hornet's nest and you're just getting a big baseball bat and going, okay, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a joke about you.
Okay.
Did you hear about the Minecraft player who thought he could fly in survival mode? He couldn't. Did you hear about the player who tried to put a saddle on a creeper? He went boom.
Dude, the camera is adding a dimension to this right now. Dude, when you told that first joke, I jumped out of my chair and like I just ran around the room, shrieking.
Started doing the Charleston.
Yeah, I did a little nostalgia Creek thing. It was pretty. It was very funny. I assure you of that. Oh god. So
what do Minecraft witches eat? Creepypasta.
That's literally not a good joke.
That's nothing. This is great.
What do Minecraft witches eat shit?
Oh hey, here we go. Okay. This is you'll appreciate this one.
Oh.
What is a cold evil candle in Sweden called?
What?
The Wicked Wick of the North. How is that Minecraft related?
Yeah, how the fuck is that Minecraft?
Because Swedish?
I was gonna do a real exaggerated funny laugh for that, but I was so annoyed I wasn't able to muster it.
Is the only connection I can think of is that like Notch has hooves and can't make waffles.
That's amusing.
I don't get it. What's joke?
What is the joke? I cannot understand it.
I rewatched his review of The Wall yesterday because I am genuinely trying to wrap my head around it. I actually was like, there's something I missed. I need to look at it, and it just pissed me off more.
Yeah, that's what's gonna. The nostalgia review of The Wall. I'm so happy that we weren't alone on that. That it wasn't just us going crazy. Yeah. The fact that every single video I've seen talking about that is like the thumbnail says like the worst fucking review ever made. That's like it just is. It is the worst one. Like
I'm so happy to go to a Nostalgia Critic video where the dislike bar is bigger than the like bar, and pretty much all the comments are negative. Like it's like usually on Nostalgia Critic, all the comments are just like blindly praising Doug. And saying how
I
funny
believe it was on this video for the longest time. Like during the first few days, it was very like. Yeah.
It was like around the time Jar Media and Fantano commented. It was when I think their fans kind of jumped on board. But like usually, there's all these comments where people are like, "Oh, Doug is so funny. This is a great video. Another fantastic episode. Oh, great!" And then you gotta scroll for a while before you find one comment that just says, "Dude, cringe." And then usually people just yell at them, and it's like whatever. Yeah. But this video is like they're fucking roasting him. It's really, really brutal. You just go down there, it's just like, holy shit. It's like the time James Corden did an AMA on Reddit and they just dragged him through the mud. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I had the same feeling when Aaron made those comments on Sir Palo's Storytime video and everyone on Twitter was just making like, listen, I know there's an element of bandwagoning going on, but I just...
Yeah.
It's human nature. You get a bit of schadenfreude going on when someone you don't like is getting yelled at. You can't help but sit back and kind of be like, hehehe. It's only natural.
Yeah,
you do the same.
Yeah. And
it's what we all do.
I wonder if Doug is gonna address this. I wonder if he's gonna talk about it.
You know what he'll do? He'll open a video with...
He'll portray the fans as fucking stupid. Yeah.
He'll walk into a room and have like I saw a comment describing this. Someone was like, wait, give it a couple of weeks. He'll do an episode that'll open with a bunch of he'll walk into a room and he's got like Malcolm and Tamara dressed like really disheveled and drooling and furiously typing on laptops, and he'll go, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, we're writing angry comments, and he's like, "Haven't you got anything better to do?" And they just yell, and he's like, "Okay, on with the review," and goes back to what he's doing. He'll do something like that. That's how he'll address it. He won't actually improve. He won't actually learn.
See, the interesting thing is that there is actually seeing what he will do about this will be a direct parallel to see from old Nostalgia Critic to new one, because I remember when he did a Let's Play of Bert's Nightmare. And that was a new format he was trying. And everyone hated it. And, hold on. I, at the time, because I was a small-brained boy, I personally found it very funny. But people did not like it. And the next video started with him. I think the video was James and Giant Peach or some shit. But it starts with a press conference. Him going in front of the camera and being like, "I'm sorry I made it unfunny. Bart's Nightmare thing, blah, blah." Now it's time to see how this will pan out. Dude, I was gonna make a tweet, but do you ever just have a tweet in your head that you think is funny, but you think it will just make too many people want to kill you because it's just...
I've had a few of those.
About, I don't know, a week after the Nostalgia Critic review, I purchased the Wall on DVD because it's not a fucking Blu-ray, and I ordered it to my house, and I was considering just posting the thing on Twitter and being like, hey guys, they made a movie out of that one Doug Walker video.
Look, I can't see people getting pissed off. Yeah, it's very clearly a stupid joke.
Yeah, dude.
That's like a joke that Hot Diggity Demon would make.
Yeah.
He made a tweet about the Joker movie, and someone just replied why'd they make a movie about that? It's the worst card in the deck. And it's
it's true.
That's the kind of joke Max would make in a video and then play a bunch of Hanna-Barbera sound effects in sequence while he makes a dumb face.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm seeing Joker tomorrow, so wish me luck. I'll wear my bulletproof vest.
Good. I'm gonna see it in a few days probably because I There are so many movies I'm gonna see in October, but I don't have a million monies.
You should see It Chapter 2.
No, that's shit to chapter 2. So
no, listen. It's a bad movie, but you gotta see it.
It's a bad banana.
No, it's legitimately really funny, and there's actually some good ideas. But it's a fucking crazy mess of a film, but it's so much fun.
I'm gonna watch. Oh god, there's during this month they're apparently gonna play fucking Ghostbusters in the theaters, and I'm gonna watch that. I'm be like, wow, cool, and then I'm gonna see the Joker movie. Let's see what other new movies am I gonna see? Probably none.
There's actually a theater in town, and they played Ghostbusters a couple of years ago, and that was my first time ever seeing it. I actually got to see it in theaters for the first time, and it's very good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a very, very good move.
I don't know if I've rewatched it since that day, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was cool to see it like in the theaters for the first time. There's a couple of movies that like I'm very thankful that they're like classics, and they re-released them for like a weekend only, and I get to see theaters, and I'm able to say, yeah, I saw Ghostbusters in the theaters. Let's see, so there was that, and I saw One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which I didn't like quite as much, but it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of theaters in town in Dublin that do that.
Okay. It's pretty neat. I want fucking more dumb shit. I just want more funny fucking anime movie.
Nobody else is coming out.
Nobody played. Dude, I just remembered during the fucking I hate this so much. During the months when they were playing the these fucking Studio Ghibli movies in theaters, I was not able to catch a single one, and do you know why?
Why?
First of all one-day showings. Second of all, they played at 2 p.m. How the fuck am I supposed to get up in time for 2 p.m.? How the fuck am I supposed to do that?
I get up at 2 p.m. I can't go to a thing at 2 p.m.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. What do they expect from fucking anime fans? Why would
no anime fan gets up before 2 p.m. I keep saying 2 a.m. for some reason.
Wow.
Let's see what's coming out. This month. I'm seeing Joker tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to because
he's gonna say the N-word this year.
He's gonna say it.
I love that Twitter account. There's a Twitter account right now. Actually, this will date the episodes perfectly.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
in 24 hours from this recording, the Joker account will say the N-word, and he's threatened it for I don't know how long now, but he's going to do it.
Joaquin Phoenix is going to say the N-word. I can feel it in my bones.
And then there's all the replies to the tweets where it's like, please think of the children. Oh. Okay.
What if I went to that Twitter page and I replied and I said, "This ain't it, Chief"? Would you laugh at me? Would you find it funny?
No.
What else is coming out this? All right, I'm on the website for my cinema. Let's see. So Joker, Dora and the Lost City of Gold, which is going to demolish Joker at the box office. I can just
exactly.
tell. Ad Astra, whatever that is. An astronaut crosses the cosmos to find his father.
Whoa.
His face looks familiar. Who is that?
Probably Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's usually him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Brad Pitt. It was.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, see, it was sort of Matt Damon.
Downton Abbey, great. Let's go. Yeah, fuck Joker. Let's go see Downton Abbey.
Yeah. Fucking God.
I shouldn't be mean. I'm sure it has its fans.
Sure. Yeah.
We got Hustlers. We got. Okay. I'm noticing a lack of horror films.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's this? Ready or Not? Is that a horror film?
Maybe. I don't know. Fucking.
Ready or Not? Yeah, it's a horror film.
They're probably releasing them all like in the middle of October. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Ready or Not follows a young bride as she joins her new husband's rich, eccentric family in a time-honored tradition that turns into a lethal game with everyone fighting for survival.
Survival mode?
She has to get to the attic, and there's a big switch that turns into creative mode. She has to do that so she's invincible, and then she can punch her way out of the house.
That's pretty great.
Let's see what's coming later in the month. Let's see. 42nd Street, the musical. Great.
It's probably gonna be a fucking movie that's gonna be basically that one horrible fucking movie across the universe, but it's gonna be with Bruce Springsteen songs. It's called Blinded by the Light, and I am aggressively not going to see it.
Gemini Man, starring famous YouTuber Will Smith.
Holy shit.
Wait, they're re-releasing Gremlins
Fucking
in December. Well, yeah, it is more of a Christmas movie. I forgot about that.
Fucking Gremlins.
Wallace and Gremlins in The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
If they release that, I would shriek.
Lion King is still in the theaters. They're still showing Lion King.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're re-releasing the Shining for one day.
Oh my god, dude, I would give anything to see that fucking movie in the theaters.
You know what? I still haven't seen it in full, so I just might see it. I just might go and see it.
Among my top 5 favorite movies.
Well, you're a fan of Kubrick, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll say this. Here's my sick Kubrick opinions. Here's my first opinion. I haven't seen like half of his movies. Here's my other opinion. Let's hear. Okay, I watched A Clockwork Orange. It's a very good movie, but it's the first like 10 minutes are it feels like it's specifically designed to like don't watch this because like the first it's like this fucking graphic rape scene. It's like what the fuck? What am I supposed to do here? I remember that's what kept me from watching it when I was like fucking, what was it, 12, 13.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The first time I finished that movie was actually when I was working on that cartoon, The N-Word, and it was right after I'd watched Forrest Gump.
You know, we're gonna get cancelled because I played a black man in that video.
That's pretty true. I didn't play anyone in that video,
thankfully,
so
no one.
I'm immune.
Thankfully, no one knows that when I did the voice of the black man, I want to get so into character. I actually donned blackface.
Yeah, and you also got in your KKK hood. I literally had to like the audio was too compressed, so I had to like do some dynamic shit to it.
You had to like do some noise removal to remove the sound of the burning cross I had in the room with me. Thankfully, no one knows about that, and they never will. So I can't be cancelled.
That reminds me. I don't remember if I said this in a no, I don't think I said this in a podcast, but I was joking about how during the recording of Bob Dylan's new album, they had to use noise removal to remove the heart monitor sound.
That's okay. That's a joke I made years ago.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we were watching Over the Garden Wall, and I said they did that to Christopher Lloyd.
Oh,
because during the whole show, he's like, "Oh, where are you going?
Yeah.
I'm going to the wall." Yeah. He sounds really unwell.
Yeah, no, I remember that. God damn. Oh. Okay. Dude, Bob Dylan.
I didn't want to. Okay. I had to demand. I had to like fight you for that because I'm too proud of that joke.
Yeah.
It's
that is really good joke.
It's so fucking mean. It's literally just, he's dying.
That is funny.
Look at him. He's very old and dying. We like the funny man, don't we, children? Oh, he's very sick.
Oh,
it's terrible.
Dude,
I gotta say though, Over the Garden Wall is one of my favorite animated anything. Like,
it's great.
It's fantastic, and Christopher Lloyd is great in it.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out he's very old.
I sometimes think when I make a joke like that, like, how would I feel if I was like 80 years old and somebody was like, he's a skeleton man. What the fuck? What am I supposed? How do I feel?
Yeah, like you were just going like, "Hello, everybody," and someone just pointed and said, "You had your time.
I would like to believe I'd find it funny, but also on some level, I think I'd just be too depressed. Oh, I like that. I think the one like a group of old people who have actually leaned into that are Monty Python. Like they've consistently like they're just like fucking dying skeleton people.
I think you said before that like John Cleese literally looks like bring a character into The Sims and just sliding the age slider.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you look at the progression of him through the years. It's like, yep. There's no, like, dramatic change. It's just the same man, but, like, Photoshop to look older.
Yeah, exactly.
I love John Cleese.
Yeah, he's a great man. I listened to a podcast he did with Mark Maron about last year, and it was fucking great.
Who?
Mark Funny Maron. He does a podcast called WTF. It's not I don't like him particularly, but he gets a lot of weird guests. The end. He did actually. I'm gonna say this. Mark Maron did a stand-up special on Netflix, which I think was incredibly funny and very underrated. I think it was a very amusing special.
Is it one of those specials where he spends the first 10 minutes going?
Dude, let me tell you what happened. Okay, Mark Maron comes out on stage. He's driving a motorbike. He fucking stops the motorbike on stage. He gets out, and he walks up to the microphone, and he says, "I'm the libtard's worst nightmare. I am the man who will bring upon the reckoning." And he fucking I'm trying to come up with the story on the fly, but I can feel my brain.
Okay, for a second I couldn't tell if you were serious or not.
No, it's real. It's real. He comes out, he rips off his thing, and he shows his shirt, says "triggered" on it. He
wears a crown of thorns and writes "atheist" on his chest and poses, does a T pose with the microphone stand.
Holy shit. That is the most fucking viscerally embarrassing thing that Ricky Gervais or any human has ever done.
I really like Ricky Gervais, but when he does shit like that, I'm like, dude, come on.
I need to rant about a thing about fucking Ricky Gervais, like, as of the last few years, because I've never been able to talk about this with anyone, because it's only my specific, disgustingly autistic fucking interest. I'm a person who, if I like a certain personality or a guy in the media, I will follow them. As in, like, anytime there's like an interview with them, I'll listen to like a podcast and be like, cool. I do that with Ricky Gervais, because I think he's very good in interviews. He was very good in interviews, but the last 2 years of him in interviews has been so goddamn unbearable. Where he has literally every single interview of his, he recites. Okay, do you know that part in Humanity, where he's like, what was it? You know, people confuse the target of a joke for the thing. It's like, you know, jokes don't have to punch anywhere. They can punch up, they can punch down. But he, like, you know, that entire thing. Yeah. And he literally, and I mean literally, he has said that word for word in every single interview in the last 2 years of him being in any fucking podcast interview ever. And people, like, even the hosts have started to notice it. Like, they're like, what the fuck is going on?
And it's really funny because I saw him tweet recently where he's like, oh, people saying you can't joke about anything these days. You're being silly. You can joke about whatever you want. It's, you know, but then, like, people are going, the whole, yeah, you can't joke about anything. This takes up half of your material.
Yeah, it's
whining about people who are offended. Like, yeah, what are you talking about?
It's like, at some point, it's like, you're whining way more than people who you're fucking talking about.
That's the irony of it. It's just, it's like, listen, I hate cancel culture, and I agree. Like, I pretty much just don't use Twitter anymore. I come on, post artwork, and I leave because I hate it. I hate the whole mindset. I hate the us versus them attitude. I hate people who are sensitive to everything and pick your words apart and overanalyze shit and pull you up over stupid jokes or look for 10-year-old tweets to, like, drag people. I hate that shit too, but like, I know how annoying it is, and you're not breaking new ground by opening a stand-up special with 20 minutes about how annoying these people are. It's like when people make jokes about Trump. It's like, yeah, I hate Trump. I don't want to. The next time I hear his name, I want it to be because he had a heart attack on the toilet. I have no love for the man whatsoever. But we've heard all the jokes. We've got Trump joke bingo. His hands are small. He's orange. His wife hates him.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Russia, China, blah blah blah. Who fucking cares? It's not even a case of I disagree. It's not even a case of I disagree. It's like, get some new material. Do a hypothetical where he's on John Oliver talking about chilling skeletons and talking about how he plays the orange box. Now that's a Trump joke right there.
Yeah, that's a good. As you were saying that, I just was remembering how there was like a 10-minute piece of a podcast we did on Chilling Skeletons recently, where we just did like 80 hypotheticals about Trump playing Valve games, and
it just kept going.
Yeah,
And then
it would get more and more aggressive every time when he would start with, I was playing. Like, it would just cut through all conversation.
We kept screaming over each other because I would like come up with a really good one, and I would go, I was playing Portal, and I'd get that far, and then Dylan would just, I was playing Team Fortress. Yeah. And it sounds like a room full of Trump clones arguing about which game is the best.
It's amazing, because me, Adam, and Dylan, all three of us, we can't do very accurate Trump impressions, but all of us are literally 80, like, I would go as far as say, like, 80 times better than Stephen Colbert. Like, basically anyone can do a better Trump impression of what fucking Stephen Colbert does. Like,
well, he just goes up and goes, oh, hello, I'm Donald Trump.
I hate it.
Ooh.
I fucking hate it, because, like, you know, recently, this might be a fucking, what's it called, a theme of my recent YouTube interactions, but once again, I like to just click random shit, because I was like, you know, I've never really sat down and watched a lot of Stephen Colbert stuff. I'm gonna watch one of the recent things on Trump, and I started watching it, and he made a mildly amusing joke. I was like, okay, and then he started reading the Trump tweet, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't do it. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is you're posting cringe, bro.
My favorite thing about, like, you pointed this out recently, when someone fucks up a Trump impression, it just sounds like Garfield, and that's
exactly.
kind of funny. So when we were doing our thing, it just sounded like 3 Garfields going, I was playing Team Fortress.
I had the funny lasagna. Okay.
I'm in my chair in the White House. Bring me lasagna. It's like, yeah, none of us can do a very good impression, but that's the thing. The more aggressively unfunny the whole thing was, the harder we laughed. Yeah. And then at the end of it, I was just like, have we ever gotten so much mileage out of such a furiously just fucking terrible, unfunny, stupid idea? This is the worst thing ever. This is absolutely nothing. There's nothing to this, and we've been going on about it for 15 minutes.
That reminds me of another really unfunny fucking joke that went on for a million years. There was one podcast that I guess it's sort of hard to find now because it's unlisted, but it is in a playlist, so you can technically find it.
Don't encourage them to go back there.
There was a podcast. It was the 20th podcast. It was called Lasagna, and
I vaguely remember this.
It was amazing because, like, what was the joke? Yeah, the joke was that. What the fuck was the... Oh yeah, the joke was that Owen would say the word lasagna, but he would say like lasagna, and he would say it in response to everything. And I had this scenario where I was like, Owen, you're on a game show, $1 billion. If you answer the question right, he's like, lasagna. It's like, you fucked it up, you don't win, blah, blah, blah. But I remember, the funniest part about that podcast isn't even like the jokes in the podcast, even though they are genius. The funniest part is that Adam immediately left the podcast after that. You just were like aggressive, like, I don't want to do this anymore.
That was the final straw. I was like, this is fucking terrible. I have to go. I'm leaving the country. I'm changing my name. I want no part in this anymore.
That actually, oh my god, that actually, it's very reminiscent of, like, because, what was it? It was you and Dylan who both were like, fuck it, like, at the exact same time. That reminds me of a fucking story.
Did Dylan leave too?
Yeah, he I believe it was at the exact same time. But, what the hell is he?
I guess he got bored because he couldn't, like, annoy me anymore.
Yeah. That reminds me of a fucking story that happened with Captain Beefheart and his band, where... So, Captain Beefheart is a very amusing man. I think he makes a good album.
Are you Captain Beefheart in this scenario?
Yes, I would be Captain Beefheart in this scenario. So, what happened was... so, Captain Beefheart made Trout Mask Replica. We all know that. I have it hung up on my wall right there. But then he made another album, Lick My Decals Off, Baby, which is arguably more off the wall than Trout Mask Replica. It's more fucking insane, which I know sounds, impossible. But then, after that... he made an album called Spotlight Kid, which is the complete opposite. Well, okay, not the complete opposite, but it's like, it's more down-tempo. It has actual songwriting that a non-schizophrenic person would do, blah, blah, blah. It was very much more slow. And his band, the people in his band had been broken, basically, by the fact that Captain Beefheart treated him like a fucking Manson family cult. And he was like, "You're going to play my fucking funny, insane music. You're going to play." Like, literally, the story behind how Tramp Mask Replica was made is amazing, and it needs a documentary or a fucking biopic. But, yeah, they had gotten so used to that they just hated playing fucking slow shit or anything that was conventional, even in the slightest. And, what was it? But after that, Captain Beefheart made an album called Clear Spot, which is a very good album. It was sort of a return to form, in a way. But it was not like those insane ones. It was actually pretty coherent. But then Captain Beefheart makes an album, which I don't remember the name of. And that says something. Oh, it was unconditionally guaranteed. And there's a Wikipedia article which it was like, as soon as this album finished recording, all 4 members of Captain Beefheart's band left at the exact same time. Literally immediately.
Yeah, that's pretty much Chilling Skeletons. We all just like kind of had to step outside and get some air for a bit, and we took a little bit longer than you expect us to. Well, no,
like Hack's Kitchen.
I think Owen stuck around for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, Owen stuck around the entire time, because Owen has nothing...
He has nothing better to turn to.
Yeah.
Owen's like a Labrador, he's just happy to get out for a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something to
do. The reason I keep subliminally putting Owen in the background of my car... Okay, well, I guess I revealed it now. I was gonna make a video in the future where I show it all, but yeah, I keep putting Owen in the background of my cartoons in different ways. But he's just a like, Owen should be a meme. He's just a fascinating little cryptid. That's the reason I keep doing that, because I want to make the like weird ambiguous concept of Owen famous to everyone. I feel like Ricky Gervais with Carl Pilkington, where I want to make this man fucking famous, because Owen, I think he is legitimately funny and way funnier than he gives himself credit for. Because
Owen is fucking hysterical. I love him.
And he's just like, he made, like, it started such a long time ago. It's always been like this, where he doesn't think his stuff is that funny, but I think it's hysterical. When he was first making his So Dramatic videos with his cat Ziggy, who is fucking dead, and that is funny. Just kidding, no. So
why did you say it like that?
Because I just
fucking dead.
Because I've been so fucking mean to Owen. Just the other day. Just yesterday on Twitter, me and Hayden were having it. Well, okay, no, it was Hayden, me, Haley, and what was it? It was just a bunch of people. Hayden was having a discussion about how he is retarded, and he thinks that was it hot pink and black looks horrible together, not good colors. I think they are a bold, cool color combination, and Hayden is stupid. So he was talking about that, but there was at some point where like he made an example, and was it Haley posted something like, "Oh, that's not hot pink, that's whatever, that's purple." And I responded by adding Owen and being like, "Oh, what's that color?" Owen is colorblind. He is very... This has been documented on several podcasts, and I did it as a fucking really mean joke, and he just responds with, "I am colorblind."
Literally you're literally just a bully.
It's true.
Like, literally that's just horrible.
It's great though, dude. Yeah, but God, what was I gonna say? Yeah, but ever since the beginning, I found Owen's thing very funny. And a fun fact, this is gonna sound insane, but Owen, a lot of his oldest videos, most of his oldest videos are missing. They're just gone from history. They don't exist because he fucking deleted them. But a few years ago, I sat down and I wrote down the scripts of all the missing So Dramatics verbatim from memory. And I have them saved because I wanted to remake them. I wanted to recreate them. It was going to be a restoration project of the So Dramatic series. I still have the scripts, but I've not made it.
I really want to see that happen.
Yeah, I can read some of them.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Who needs Minecraft jokes?
I'm gonna do a dramatic reading. Here we go. Gonna get, should be in documents here. Need to finish this. Where is it? I have so many fucking failed,
marriages.
Yeah. I have so many fucking, failed reviews and songs and shit like that. Oh god. I'm gonna read some of the names for these fucking failed documents. Here's one. Fuck you seagulls. Here's another one. Fuck you snow. These are 2 songs I was planning on writing. Let's see here.
It's like a Peep Show thing where he's like, here's my poem. Fuck you, Bush.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bush. Get out of Iraq, Bush. Fuck you, Bush. Wow, I like the way the first line and the last line are the same. Thanks, that was on purpose.
Hell yeah! And then
that's
there's
you right now.
then there's another song that I was gonna write that was called "I'm so fucking paranoid of getting cancer." Where the fuck is
that's probably horrible to laugh at, but it's just the way you said "I'm so fucking paranoid."
It was supposed to be a funny meme. Where the fuck
okay.
Is, where is so dramatic? This is so dramatic. Okay, there were scripts. So dramatic recreation project. Here it is.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So dramatic 1. Here's how it goes. Ziggy says,
Owen, I have something to tell you. I'm pregnant.
Owen is shocked. And then Owen says, oh no, what will happen next time? That was so dramatic 1. It's not
okay.
It's not great. What the fuck?
I think.
Wait. Live on the podcast, Misaki has messaged me.
I wonder what she said.
She says, "Hey love, how was school?" So Misaki is an old Chilling Skeletons compadre who basically has not messaged anyone in years, and a few months ago she's only recently started to talk to us, and she now asked me, "Hey love, how was school?" And so dramatic 2. Ziggy, it started with Ziggy going,
Owen, I can feel it, it's coming.
It's because he's pregnant. And Owen says,
that's how pregnant people talk.
Yeah, and then Owen says, oh my god, Ziggy's having a baby. And then Ziggy goes, ah. And then there's a pop sound effect. And it shows a shot of Ziggy on a bed with Owen's other cat, P. Diddy, a few inches away from him. Owen says, oh, Ziggy gave birth to P. How did I remember that pause? How did I remember that awkward pause in the middle?
Because it's a very important detail. It's a staple of Owen's filmmaking. Duh.
Fucking hell. Oh my god, this is fucking disgusting. I'm a fucking disgusting autist. Let me show you the thing for So Dramatic Part 4. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Hey Owen, a hard-boiled egg in the morning is the beat. Clip of some guy doing the bidums thing, and then you've got a link to the actual
exact sources
clip.
for the things he did.
You've like Harvard referenced all of this.
Yeah. Probably
says,
because I was there when he made So Dramatic Part 4.
Oh, you Ziggy. And then Ziggy says, I'm in space now, and Owen says, bye. A JPEG of Ziggy flies into the air with a weird little whiny jingle. It then cuts to the same picture of Ziggy flying in space with Ennio Morricone's Ecstasy of Gold playing in the background. Again, there's a link to it. It then cuts back to Owen shedding a single tear.
Yeah. So Dramatic Part 4 was the one where I was like, this is great. This is a great series. Okay. Here we go. There we go. There's some shit where I just find it on my hard drive and I'm like, how do I still
how many So Dramatic episodes were there?
I believe, see, it's been weirdly rebooted a few times, but I think they're currently like...
It's a bit like Chilling Skeletons, I suppose. This is what happens when you start making content when you're like a teenager and you're embarrassed by yourself.
Well, see,
is that the only reason Owen like doesn't want them out there? Just because
probably.
he's like, I mean, I cannot say I blame him because I would be the same.
I can say I blame him.
But I will say I legitimately love So Dramatic. It's actually really funny.
Yeah. I think honestly think Chilling Skeletons might be the opposite of that because I have insisted up until this point in never rebooting the pod. Like the reason the current podcast is like number 47 or something is because it's from the beginning. It's every single podcast is numbered. I was thinking of rebooting it recently, but I didn't know how people would.
The awkward thing is that we started when all of us were like teenagers, and like look, it's just science. No one is their ideal self when you're like 16, 17, and so I was pretty cringy, and I would really rather if my cringy 17-year-old self wasn't available on the internet, because...
Wait, Dylan has messaged and asked, are you guys recording?
Tell him no.
Let's add him. I'm adding him in. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's add this boy in. Dylan Perkins of Boys Only. No, Dylan Perkin of Boys Only is going to make a special appearance. Wait, is that Dylan Perkin?
Really? The Dylan Perkins?
No, Dylan Perkin.
Dylan... Is that...
Piece of shit.
Dude, that was him. That was Dylan Perkin from Real Big Fish.
That was it. Oh my god, it's Dylan Perkin! Dylan, what's going on?
Nothing, I'm at work.
You're on the horn. Oh shit, Dylan. You're gonna get caught.
Nah.
So, Dylan, how's work going?
What are you guys up to?
Recording.
We're recording a thingy.
Yeah. What's up, Dylan?
Alright, I'll leave.
No, we literally invited you specifically into the thing.
We brought you in because...
Dylan, tell us about Boys Only.
Boys Only, my music project?
Yeah, new music project by Dylan Perkin.
Yeah.
Not new, per se. Boys Only was the name that I made music on in the early 2010s. And, I switched over to just using Dylan Perkins on all my streaming stuff. I'm gonna bring back. I'm bringing back Boys Only for a collaborative shitposty type of music stuff.
Okay, Dylan.
So I can just make whatever I want without attaching it to a professional music name.
Dylan, I'm gonna be like a professional interviewer. So Dylan, a lot of fans have asked over the years, when are we gonna get the remastered from the original master tapes version of Fortress of Swamp? When are we gonna get?
Listen, the fans. Listen, I've seen the petitions. I've seen the change.org petitions. I've seen the requests.
The government petitions.
I've seen the cries on the subreddit. Okay. Yeah. I wish I had better news for you guys, but sadly I sold the rights to the Fortress of Swamp.
What? Song. To who?
Nissan wanted it for a car commercial.
You fucking sellout. You make me.
You sold it your fucking soul, Dylan.
You putrid.
They gave me a whole $5.
Okay, well that's fair.
You fucking virgin. I hate you.
Dylan, you sold the rights to your soul for $5.
No, I sold the rights to the Fortress of Swamp song.
Same thing.
Yeah.
This is the Fortress of Swamp. On all the back of the song.
You can't sing it. You're gonna get sued.
You're right. Shit.
This ain't no fucking car commercial.
Dude, fucking.
Can I make a? You know. All right. Can I make a confession here?
Okay.
I stole many of those lyrics from a Fortress of Swamp parody by a kid that deleted the video.
That's fucking great.
That is yeah.
He made a video. He was like a really hard Brental Floss wannabe, and
you weren't.
He like made a thing of him singing Fortress of Womp. Specifically, the lyrics that I stole were "This is the Fortress of Womp," but instead of saying "on all their backs" or on all of them we will butt stomp, I said "on all their backs we will stomp."
Yeah.
So Dylan, let me ask you this: can you do anything for yourself?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Like?
Dylan, your entire career is built on plagiarism.
Your entire
You're
career
right.
is a lie.
You know, you're right. I can't really do anything for myself, to be honest.
That's fair.
Everything
None of us can.
My entire life is laden with lies.
Can we cancel Dylan Perkins?
I've been saying this for fucking years. Let's just do it.
You cannot cancel somebody who doesn't care about being canceled.
It's true.
I guess.
He's got a point.
The man has a point.
What? Well, I mean, like, once they find, like, the soliciting of underage people...
Dylan, you can just be like, hey, it was for a meme.
I could, yeah, you're right. I could say that it was I was just pranking.
Yeah,
the judge will say, "Hey, he's in it for the meme." What can I fucking say?
No. Here's what Dylan. Here's what you need to do when the judge is like, "You have been blah blah blah." You just go like, you know, I was just chilling though. You know the vibe.
Yeah, I was just vibing.
Yeah, and the judge is like, "I do know that vibe." And then let's.
You know what? You're pretty sweet. What if the judge looked at you and said, "You know what, Mr. Perkins? I don't know you. You look like a top bloke. I'm letting you go."
And then you both crack open a cold one in the fucking room.
Come on, sit with me. We'll watch the footy. And you watch football.
He'd be like, Dylan, Dylan Perkins, what happened to Fishing for Good News? Your breakout indie, CD.
CD. Yeah.
And I'd tell him that it was I'd gaslight the judge or the interviewer, and I'd say it never existed.
That's literally what I plan on doing for my Steven Universe top 10. Like in future editorial videos, I'm going to literally treat it as if it's a Mandela effect thing.
Yeah, no, I never made a thing called Fishing for Good News. I already took all the good songs off and put it onto other projects.
Yeah,
it's like when Pixel Blasters disbanded, and you said to everyone, if anyone asks what happened to Pixel Blasters, just say there was no Pixel Blasters. It was an enigma.
Yeah, exactly. It was but an enigma.
Pixel Blasters was fucking weird, man.
Pixel Blasters was fucking epic.
It was great.
It's funny how we're still pretty close friends with majority of the people who were in it.
Yeah,
the majority.
It's pretty cool.
I still talk to Stelios every once in a while. He's like a radio host now.
I remember the last time I talked to him was in 2016 or so, because they were having a weird Smash Bros. Tournament, and I joined them, and then nothing else happened ever.
Huh. What was it?
Pixel Blasters was great. Too bad it wasn't real.
Yeah.
You weren't a part of Pixel Blasters, were you, Adam?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I was an official member. I think I might have guest appeared in a video or two, maybe, but I wasn't an official member.
Yeah.
I remember the day that we were supposed to have the announcement live stream.
Yeah.
So like our combined 2 fans.
Yeah.
I was my dad made me work outside in the yard, and I was like, "Dad, I have to go inside."
Dad, I have to announce Pixel Blasters.
And my dad was like, "You're always on the computer. You can not be on it today."
Wow.
That's why I missed it.
Holy
You're like,
shit,
"Dad, you don't understand. It's fucking Pixel Blasters."
It's like
you don't understand. I'm with my good friends, the 8-Bit Boy, aka Waffle James.
And he's
AKA
like, "Why didn't you
James."
say so?
That's not what my dad sounds like.
He turns around and goes,
"Why didn't you say so? Goddamn!"
Did you say?
Why did you say so?
No, Dylan, I know what your dad sounds like. I heard him. He's like, "Why didn't you say so, bang that scumbag?"
You're just making him Charles Manson.
My dad looks pretty similar to Charles Manson, to be honest.
I think he does, yeah.
He has also killed many people.
It's true.
He's killed one person.
The Beats.
No, I'm serious. My dad has killed somebody. He shot a man in the back with a shotgun on state property, but it got thrown out because it was self-defense.
If it was self-defense, why was his back turned?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole case that they had.
Yeah.
Wow, I should be a lawyer.
Yeah.
You should, Adam. All right, Adam. I'm going to give you a hypothetical of a case. You're the lawyer, okay?
Great. Okay.
All right. Love, you be the inmate. You be the person that Adam's representing.
Inmate.
Okay.
I'm defending. Okay.
I love how I'm an inmate. I've already lost. I'm already in prison.
Okay, you're the defendant. You're the defendant, Adam's.
We're trying to bust you out of jail.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Okay. All rise for the Honorable Judge Perkins.
I was already standing up. I'm really good.
Sit the fuck down.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
I will not.
I'm gonna bang my gavel. Guys, I'm gonna bang my gavel. All right. We're here for the case of Krycklund Plays versus the state.
I'm raising my hand.
Yes. What, counselor?
Listen, Your Majesty, can I play with the hammer for a bit?
Sit your ass down.
Just for a little bit.
Can somebody take the slide whistle away from the defendant, please?
He needs it, sir. We made it clear in our proposal. It's a
Do you have the proper paperwork showing the medical need for this slide whistle?
What's more important than my client's comfort? I ask you.
He's being tried on the murder of 13 people.
Well, that's like your opinion, dude. Okay, he didn't do nothing.
There is hard evidence to show that this man killed 13 people in cold blood. Please, somebody take the slide whistle away from the defendant.
You better check your tone, mister. I'm gonna go to your house and give your wife some fucking hard evidence of my own. I'm talking
One more word from you and I'm holding you both in contempt.
Wait, hold on. Objection. That was a bra moment.
You can't object yourself.
Objection. That was a bra moment.
Let the record show it was a bra moment. My client.
Let the record show that he is just vibing, though.
Oh, dude, I knew you were cool. Can I play with the hammer now, please?
Fuck it. Okay, here's the hammer.
He throws the hammer to me.
The one words you want to hear from a judge. Fuck it.
Okay, so what do we do now? So my client, there's all these rumors going around, just rumors and speculation. This is really heavy. Basically, people are saying he killed someone, but I've known this guy.
13 people. 13 people.
Now listen, here's the thing.
10 women, 3 children.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Listen, anything sounds bad if you put it that way. But here's the thing. I've known my client for 3 whole days, and he seems like a really nice guy.
I did it.
Why don't we just let him off the hook? He's very hungry.
You'd say you did it. Are you confessing to the crime?
I did it.
Can I have a moment to confer with my client, please?
Okay. Hello?
You have 15 seconds.
Okay. Hey, love.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Let me do it. Let me talk. Okay.
Can I have a slider whistle back?
No. Well, at the end. If you be quiet, I can give it to you at the end. Okay.
Have you guys come to a decision?
Yes, Your Majesty.
What's your plea?
We find my client innocent.
No, you can't find your client of anything. What do you plead?
Oh, rats. Well, that's my last idea.
Dylan, you should have been like, wait, he can do that?
His fucking head explodes. Yeah. Oh shit, he figured it out.
Yeah. That does remind me of my chief.
I'll let you have one last word.
You know what?
There's a guard ready up. There's an armed guard with a pistol to the back of Love's head.
Well, I mean,
what's your last word?
Is he gonna fucking shoot him? Your last words. Love, what are your last words? You're gonna go to jail.
I did it. Just kidding. I didn't do it.
I'm a good lawyer. That was great.
That was a great courtroom scenario. I feel like everybody should take my chief legal advice, and I mean, I just don't get why more people don't do this. When the police catch you, when they say, "Did you do this?" Just say you didn't, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude, just say no.
Yeah, just say no.
I think it would work if like they're like, "What do you plead?" And it's like, "I plead the 5th." Then you just don't speak.
That does work.
Well, no, I mean like when they're sentencing you. What if you just like they're like, we find you guilty of manslaughter and we sentence you to 15 years.
And you're like, I find you stupid.
Well, I find you fucking gang cringy.
Yeah, and he's like, no.
Wait. No, I'm not cringy. I am not cringy. Let the record show that I'm not cringy.
Let the record show that the judge is cringy as fuck. Let's cancel.
Cringiness. God.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
cringiness sustained.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this judge has to lose subscribers. He's cringy as fuck. He's posting.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please let the record show that this judge had a TikTok and he danced all the time to the funny songs.
You know, with this generation, that conversation is going to happen in a few years.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like a presidential
Pokemon creatures.
We're gonna have like a presidential fucking candidate who had like a TikTok account, and they're gonna be bringing it up.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's gonna be me.
There are already presidential candidates who have TikTok. Well, I guess they didn't grow up with TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
like
like presidential candidates who like, here's a video of you on TikTok from 30 years ago when you were a teenager.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
But fucking, I think
you're gonna
we
lose
should overthrow
subscribers.
China as a national superpower.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't know it was
probably.
going that way, but
I mean,
that's like the
probably.
last.
Krycklund plays more like Cringeland plays. Am I right, fellas?
You know,
Dude.
one thing, if I could go back and change one thing about Krycklund plays, I would downplay the talk about the Jewish question. I would do it literally every episode. Every time somebody came on, I would be like, have you been red-pilled? And they're like, no. And it's like, hey, you talk about the Jewish question, and they don't talk for the rest of the episode. It's like a 30-minute episode, and they don't talk for the entire thing.
You did the same thing.
I'm like, let me tell you. Have you ever thought about the bankers?
Why are you Patrick
Thought about
Warburton?
how they run?
Hey, Jane.
Hey.
Wait, am I doing good? Is that a good Bob? Hey,
Yeah,
G.
Yeah.
Hey,
What
Hey.
Bob? Which one?
What?
Bob Burgers.
Oh. Bob Burgers is a good man.
Hey, it's me. It's me, Bob Burgers on Krycklund Plays. Hey.
I
No,
don't-
it's me, Bob Burgers.
Let the
Hey,
record
everybody,
show-
it's me, the Cleveland Show.
Let the
what,
record
that
show
is
the
the-
Cleveland show has just walked into the room.
Let the record show that the Cleveland show is funny.
Wait, guys.
Yeah.
Cleveland? Krycklund?
Shut
Now,
up,
now,
Dylan.
now, look, put the X-Files theme playing at this part.
I am the Cleveland Brown. I got creepers in
I
town.
am the Cleveland
Enderman. Imagine a Minecraft parody of the Cleveland show theme song.
Oh, has Family Guy
Wait,
done
hold on, I
Minecraft?
can do that.
Okay, here we go. My name is...
No, here, I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah? Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
You guys
Do it.
ready?
Yeah.
Alright. My name is Minecraft Steve, and I am proud to be right back in my old cave with my new apple tree.
Good.
There's creepers and zombies and even a bear.
They do have bears now.
Through the nether and endo, it's cobble we share. So I found a place where every pig will know my blocky pixel face. This is the Minecraft show.
It was like the worst thing you've ever done, but it was
There's
actually
like-
kind of impressive how
there's
quickly
like-
you came up with those lyrics.
There's like a tear rolling down my face right
I feel like I
It's
just
kinda
watched my
was
son take
beautiful.
his first steps.
Kind of most beautiful thing. I love how you can factually disprove that now because there's a camera. Hold on.
Oh,
There's a what?
There's
because he's got like a
camera.
face cam kind of thing.
Oh, he has a thing. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Dylan, before you came in, I was talking about like F is for Family because I've been watching it and I'm almost caught up. I'm on like the newest season. I just started the new season.
Very funny.
I haven't
show.
watched the newest season.
I'm gonna say about the show. I like it. I'm not gonna repeat myself because we were like already recording. But I was gonna say I was very surprised to. I was expecting the same kind of cast of actors because the same people who were in every cartoon. But I was surprised that it's like so you got Jimmy Neutron, Justin Long, the woman from Jurassic Park, and then Haley Reinhart, who is. Do you know her, Dylan?
No.
Okay, have you heard of Postmodern Jukebox?
I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with what it is.
It's a YouTube channel where they do jazz covers of modern songs. She's incredible. But I didn't know she did voice acting, but she plays Bill.
Huh.
She's also, I think, one of the most beautiful human beings in the fucking world. Like, I could watch her for hours.
Fellas,
like performing. Not like through the window.
Oh my god. There we go. Okay, fellas, can we have a court case on whether or not F is for Family is funny?
I think it's fun. It's not very laugh out loud funny. It's more
it's
of like...
not. You lose. Good taste.
It's like cute, and there's a few lines that do make me laugh, but it's not like amazing. But I do like it.
I remember when it was coming out, everybody was like, everybody was like ragging on its animation style.
Well, yeah,
but I think it has one of the better animation styles of adult cartoons.
The animation's growing on me, but I don't think it's perfect. There's some of the lip sync is really awkward, and the timing is really weird. Like, there's a lot of awkward pauses between lines that feel like they shouldn't be there.
People's
What's
stamps
that
are
new
so
adult show that's
low.
coming out that looks absolutely terrible?
Oh, the one that looks like fucking Bitmoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, the big boy gang.
You know they I swear to God, you know how they've got like Jesus as a character?
Uh-huh.
Wait, no show has ever done that, actually.
They've got Jesus as a character, and they made a Twitter page for Jesus where they post in character, and it's the most aggressively unfunny thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. It's really, really bad. Let me try and find it.
Does he say, hey, was crucified, YOLO?
I found an old Twitter account from like 2009 of somebody tweeting in character as Quagmire.
It's like official?
Was it like, I'm a
No,
rapist?
it's not official whatsoever.
Oh, that sucks.
Wait, so like, is it just like a roleplay thing?
Yeah, and it's like, it like was discontinued in like 2009. Hold on, let me find it.
My favorite thing about Quagmire is that he's a rapist.
Remember that thing where it's like, can I have my own spin-off now? And he's just like, Quagmire, you are a rapist.
Quagmire, you are a rapist.
The amazing thing about that back and forth is that sincerely feels like the conversation that would take place in the writer's room. It's like, do we make a spin-off of Quagmire? He's a rapist. Oh.
It is, like, literally, there's an episode where he goes to court.
Oh, yeah.
Because he fucks an underage girl.
Yeah.
That's literally his character. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, no, me and Adam watched it.
He was going to go to jail, but his mother comes back, and it turns out she's really promiscuous, and she's kind of who he gets it from, and she literally gets him freed by fucking the judge. That's how the episode ends. Because he's really likable.
And then the Cleveland Browns sings the Cleveland Show.
Yeah, here's the Twitter account. This is
Fellas, we're gonna promote this Twitter account hard. This is a new official Twitter account. Glenn Quagmire, that's just what it's called. See, the what's it called? The description says, giggity, 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 let's have sex.
He does say that.
That is what he says. Picture is a little... Dylan, do you want to read some of the tweets?
Yeah, I'll read some of them. So the first one that comes off... Wait, should I do an accent?
Yeah.
Had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Had some of my lady friends come over. They helped me stuff my turkey.
He has sex a lot.
Yeah, that's not...
Missing Cleveland. Mostly pissed off that he got his own show, though.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
What if he just...
Hey, Twitter people. It's been a while, so I kidnapped Megan Fox.
That's just an admission of guilt. Holy fuck.
I was trying to figure out what it reminds me of. You know what it is? It's like that fucking Max Goof BuzzFeed thing.
Yeah. Like
Max Goof is a lumbersexual.
Hot Max Goof. Lumber time.
Hey, I got a follower. Now I gotta go meet up with the guys at the bar.
Okay, how do these correlate?
Did he get like... Okay. Do you ever just think of the person behind this and just kind of be like...
This is a sad human.
It's like when me and you were talking about the Gorillaz guy before Love, and it was kind of like, do you ever just think of these people's day-to-day lives?
Oh, no. Yeah.
That's kind of the question
no, he's
I have
official now. He's official.
Oh, no, he's Krycklund lore.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna out the guy, it's just this, there's a fellow I've had a few encounters with.
Rough encounter.
He's quite funny. He's quite a silly little man.
He's an amusing man.
He's mentally ill.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
My name is Glenn Quagmire, and I'm a rapist.
And I'm a... My name is Glenn Quagmire. I kill people for fun.
For fun.
My name is Glenn Quagmire, and I... Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Go on, Dylan. Read us another one. Read us another bedtime story,
okay.
Grandpa.
Here we go.
Just banged a Spanish chick. Olay.
Perfect.
That's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
You want me to drag my sack across your face?
Yes! Dude, respond to... No, Dylan, I need to get that tweet. Hold on. Send me the tweet. I'm gonna retweet it.
Just reply yes in all caps.
I'm just gonna respond really, like, distressed. Yeah, yes, please. Please. Please.
You have to! It's like Mickey the Dick begging to be shot. Do it!
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Glenn Quagmire.
And then there's a penis, and it says, hey, all right.
That's pretty good.
Peter just got me the Statue of Liberty's foot because I have a foot fetish. I'll be quite busy for the next 2 decades.
I think you're just on Owen's Twitter.
There's just something inherently funny about retweeting it. It says, like, you want me to drag my sack across it, and it just says April 12th, 2009. Okay. Such a threatening
Why
statement.
was the giraffe in my bed not the same one from last night? Oh, forget it. I don't want to know. He has sex with animals now.
That was a joke from the show.
Really?
This man's a plagiarist.
Peter somehow gets a giraffe, and then it gets out, and then it sticks its head into the window, and you hear him say, you hear the giraffe like leans in the window, and you hear Quagmire moaning, because I guess it's like licking him or whatever, and then you hear him wake up, and he goes, hey, you're not the same giraffe, get out of here, and then the giraffe runs away. I don't know why I remember that.
Yeah.
I guess because we've hate-watched so much Family Guy. We haven't actually done that in a while.
Yeah.
We used to hate watch Family Guy, like just look at whatever the recent episode was, and we just used to sit there.
I think it literally got so intolerable that we just fucking like just.
We just sat there stewing in anger, and then we'd like.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be a word between us for the whole thing. We just sit there in this silent kind of anger, and then it'd be over, and we go, right, well, I'm gonna leave the call and go to bed now.
Love, do me a favor, put this picture up on the screen.
Okay, fine.
Please.
Send a funny image.
It's sending, hold on.
With good times and bad times and even a bear. With my
There we
dad
go.
and
Put that on
your
screen.
dad. Okay, send it. Dylan is currently sending the image. So here's the image. It's the guy from American Dad, Joe from American Dad.
That's really scary.
Stan from American Dad said, "Haha, it's funny because you are our gay." He looks like somebody. I'm trying to pin it down.
Me.
He looks like Steve's or Stan Smith.
It's true. No, who does he look like? That's bizarre. Stan's chin is deformed. I'm just gonna say it.
There's Stan Smith.
What is with fucking Seth MacFarlane's deformed dice block chins? They're fucking disgusting.
There's a weird running joke in like the Seth MacFarlane cinematic universe where like Stan Smith apparently looks like Joe, but like he looks like Quagmire.
Yeah, it's just him saying, I don't know how to draw.
Hey, Peter.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Quagmire's a rapist, Peter.
We need to do something, Peter.
He's a rapist, Peter? No, he's a rapist, Peter.
I love how there's an entire episode of Family Guy dedicated to this very serious fucking like domestic abuse plot with Family Guy's am I retarded? With Quagmire's sister, and then like the next episode, Quagmire was like, Peter, I'm gonna rape some kid. It's like, okay.
There's no consistency in the show. It's like they want to have it's like they want to be like we're like a very serious like black comedy where the characters are multifaceted and we can talk about serious issues. And then the next episode, it's like just drawn together where it's just like we're just gonna do fucking whatever, and the characters are all sociopathic assholes.
Yeah.
Remember that episode of Family Guy we watched where it was like it was only Stewie just talking for 20 minutes?
Yeah, that was most self-indulgent fucking...
The one where he goes to therapy, and it's the worst shit. It's so terrible. There's a big uninterrupted section where he does the opening bit from Hamilton. He just does... There's no joke, he just does that. For like 3 minutes.
I mean, I was chuckling. See, I didn't want to make it clear to you guys, but I was under the desk going like... So...
That was the one where it turns out that apparently he doesn't even sound like that because the characters have no consistency, and then it's like, this is my real voice, and it just sounds like Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Family Guy is just too good. I think that's the problem, mainly.
I
think us hate watching it for so many years is just like... I think it was just a sneaky way to get us to watch Family Guy.
Yeah. Though, here's the thing,
I have this like morbid fascination with it.
Yeah.
I will never live down, or not live down, but I will never get over the perfect script that we wrote for Family Guy.
Yeah.
Pre-Trump.
We wrote a Family Guy Trump episode in 2016, and it literally happened.
We were pretty accurate.
Our episode was better. Than theirs.
It was way better.
It felt more like a Family Guy episode as well.
I don't think any of us still had a text file, so it's like that one fucking Simpsons episode with the original inventor of Itchy and Scratchy where the fucking thing just vanishes. It's like, no, wait, we did it! We fucking did it! We wrote that funny Trump episode! Okay. On me. See, here's the thing with Family Guy. A lot of people, like, say, you know, they see, like, you know, the funny cutaway gags from the old episode, and he used that as an argument to refute, like, oh, it's a good show. It's like, yeah, it has good one-off jokes. Nobody's denying that. Old Family Guy had great one-off jokes. But, like, they just cannot write characters or stories. They just are incapable of it.
Yeah.
They're fucking dumb. Just kidding. I'm gonna draw a funny little Family Guy. Well, here we go. By the way, this is the end of the episode, so I'm gonna draw a funny little Family Guy. Here we go. So first I'm gonna write this.
So, can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I know we have a podcast based around like skeletons and stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't stand skeletons like culture when October comes.
See, here's the thing. I think the skeletons are cool as a design. I think they're neat. I like owning skeletons.
They're fun. No, the skeletons themselves are cool. I don't like people who are like, guys, it's Halloween, spooky season.
My face when October comes around, it's like a skeleton. It's like, that was the most venom-filled thing I've ever said. It's like, just like, oh god, hatred. Yeah, but it's like fucking, yeah, it's pretty intolerable.
I think skeletons are cool, like, design-wise.
They're very cool. I honestly do like to own some skeleton things.
I have, like I like drawing skeletons just because they're cool to look at, but and honestly, they're just... I hate the way they're, like, an overdone joke, because I do find them just really funny, because they're just really stupid and janky.
Yeah, and that's what Chilling Skeletons was found on, the idea that...
The fact that skeletons are just fucking goofy.
Yeah. This drawing of Peter I'm doing is highly cursed. It is deeply... There's something wrong with it.
My god.
I'm gonna give him a perfect set of teeth, because I think it makes it more unnerving. Okay, here we go. When I was a kid, I had a hard time drawing Peter. But I always knew how to draw... I always knew how to draw fucking Homer. That one was pretty easy.
When I was a boy, I drew Peter.
Drawing the South Park characters, I never did, because it's like, what's the fucking point? It's like, they're just... I don't know. You know, You know, I'm gonna put this out to the audience, and you tell me if not any of you guys ever did this, but I used to generally get fucking construction paper and literally construct the South Park characters out of them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any of them left, but yeah, I used to do that all the fucking time. It's actually pretty fun. Actually, my first YouTube video that is currently still on YouTube was that. I was making a stop motion thing with Kenny.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, bro. Okay, that's Peter. Let's see if I can make this creepier. No, that doesn't make it creepier. You need to know when to stop. I'm gonna give him a little mustache. No, that doesn't make him look like Peter anymore. You need to be very careful with this. His arm. What should I do with his arm? I'm gonna have it be like, "What's up?" Dude, I remember, I was watching some old Family Guy cutaways on YouTube recently, and there's one that I watched, I'm like, this is just, there is nothing, like, this joke is just nothing, it's literally just fucking extremely mean-spirited for no reason. Do you remember that joke they did where it was like, what was it, fucking John Goodman at Thanksgiving?
Yes!
Yeah,
oh my god, it's so,
the thing
what?
is
No,
just...
tell me.
The cutaway is, it's basically this. It's Peter going, oh, it's about as not fun as being John Goodman's family on Thanksgiving. And it cuts to this morbidly obese, like monstrous-looking John Goodman sitting at a Thanksgiving table, like eating this giant pile of like mashed potatoes and fucking turkeys.
And his family are all like malnourished and anorexic looking.
They look like fucking skeletons, and they're like, Richard was like, Dad, can we have some turkey? And John Goodman just goes, you can have turkey when I'm finished. It's like, he never finishes. And then his like wife like tries to reach over to get something, and he just stabs her. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with
so
you?
fucking mean.
Yeah.
He's like, I told you, you can have what's left.
Yeah.
Like, there's never anything left.
Yeah.
And then like one of them faints. It's just like, Jesus, this is just really dark.
Yeah. It's like, what did John Goodman do? What the fuck?
It's like, did John Goodman go to your house and fuck your wife? What's wrong with you?
Okay, I'm gonna draw.
Nah, he's just vibing though.
Yeah.
He just vibing though.
This is the drawing. Okay, I'm gonna send the drawing to you guys. This is the drawing I'm ending on. Hold on. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna send it. Here it is, fellas. Here is the drawing.
Look over there!
I'm going insane.
There we go.
There he is.
That's really clever. Kind of looks like Linkara.
Yeah. Look over there. I'm slowly...
If you look over there, you'll find a fedora.
Adam can do a Linkara impression,
no,
but
I
I cannot. No, see, here's the thing. I've been trying to hone it. I've been trying to get it. Like, there have been times where, like, I've tried to do it and I call him, like, who am I kidding? I just get Adam to do it.
I can do... my impression is basically... I can kind of sort of do an impression of Chris's impression. I can't do an actual impression of him, though.
I don't know, I think it's pretty good. It's like, I am Linkara. Me, I make the fun reviews.
Doug, we need to go back to Kick-Ass here. You are the nostalgia critic.